the stigma and assumptions attached to being disabled. We will be talking about, and more importantly, clearing up common stereotypes of being disabled. We will help debunk some of these common myths based on experiences of myself and a very special guest. Hello, welcome to My So-Called Disabled Life, where I not only talk about my life experiences as a disabled woman, but speak the truth about disability and what it means to live as a disabled person. I am your host, Chaundra McGill, a motivational speaker and a life coach for the disabled. Today, we will be talking about the stigmas and assumptions attached to being disabled. Being a Black woman who grew up poor and without a father, I have been fighting stereotypes my whole life. Only until I became disabled did I realize I would be fighting more stigmas and assumptions. Some of the common assumptions I face is I'm defined by my disability. I am my disability. Another one is that I'm lazy, or that I'm a burden or less than. Another one, I don't want to work, or I am unemployable, or that I don't want to contribute to society at all. And the one that I loathe the most, I deserve pity. According to the Easter Seals website, some other interesting and mind-boggling myths include, but are not limited to, people with disabilities are brave and courageous. No, we're not. Just like able-bodied people, disabled people live life. And we just happen to live life on a little bit different terms. That's it. Another one, all persons who use wheelchairs are chronically ill or sick. That's not true. I've used a wheelchair twice. The first time is when I had brain surgery and a stroke on the table, and I was paralyzed temporarily. And I had to learn how to walk again. And then I went onto a walker and then off a walker. And I've been walking without a walker ever since. And then the second time I was in a wheelchair was when I had a tumor in my spine that crushed my L2 vertebrae due to my multiple myeloma cancer. And it wasn't because I couldn't walk, it was just that I couldn't walk for long distances. So that's why I required a wheelchair. Another myth is that people who are blind acquire a sixth sense. Like they develop some sort of, I don't know, they don't see dead people. Just put it that way. Another one, non-disabled people are obligated to take care of disabled people, or they always need help. Just like anyone who's able-bodied likes to be independent, so does disabled people. We like to be independent and take care of ourselves to the best of our abilities. And lastly, most people with disabilities cannot have sexual relationships. I would like to say that one does not exist. These stigmas and assumptions are often due to a lack of understanding, fear, or just downright prejudice. I know I'm not the only disabled person who has experienced stigmas and assumptions, and we have a very special guest here to talk about this very issue.
Hello.
Okay, so welcome to My So-Called Disabled Life. I would like to join our esteemed guest, Steve Brown. Thank you so much for joining us.
You are very, very welcome.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Let's just start off at the top. And why don't you describe your disability for me?
Okay, I have what's called SCA, that stands for spinal cerebellum ataxia. That occurs when the cerebellum in your brain, it will not give messages down your spine the way it should. So there's like a blockage there, and a blockage in my legs. Therefore, I'm in a wheelchair. This is a very rare disease, extremely rare. Uh, However, there are 6 generations of my family, which includes my father who has passed away, my sister, my brother, they're both in wheelchairs, my niece, she is not wheelchair, she's being too proud, but that's another issue there, and her son, who is in a wheelchair. So, I guess you can say I've been around the block quite a few times and seen quite a few things, and I'm really glad I'm here to help people.
Exactly. So describe your everyday life for me.
I basically do a lot of things to keep my mind away from the disability. For example, I've gone to quite a few live concerts. I stopped counting at 80. I don't know where I am now. I have no idea. I like music. Classic rock is very, very important to me. I have a large vinyl collection.
Okay.
I play dobro. I'm trying to play dobro.
Okay.
I play now, but that's my goal right now. What usually happens with SCA patient is that they lose mobility in other areas. For example, my fingers are very, very, very tight. If you were to drop a dime on the floor, I couldn't pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could, but it'd take, a couple minutes. That my fingers were like that. So I'm working on different things, different techniques. I'm going to play dobro, I'm pretty sure right there. Usually I go to a lot of parks during the day if I'm not busy. I'm taking my dog. I have Golden Doodle. He has also a service dog. We go and play ball, go to parks. When I'm busy, when I'm a caretaker, I take care of 2 other people. One being my 82-year-old mother, who's in the hospital right now, and my 61-year-old brother, who is in Graybridge, which is a nursing home, nursing facility. So I pay all his bills. He's in a wheelchair.
Right.
So, I stay really busy during the day, and that helps me to get over the stigmas we face.
Right.
I get ahead of myself. I drive. I've been driving now for like 10 years with hand controls. I try to get through the muddle of the stigmas we face. Try and get over them before they get to me.
Exactly. And that's what the show is about stigmas and assumptions attached to being disabled. And one of them is that we don't have a quality of life. We don't do things to keep busy. We just sit around and are lazy, pretty much. I've experienced that personally. What assumptions have you faced yourself?
I've seen quite a lot of that, and then when I go out, it's almost like people feel they need to help you out, which is fine. I appreciate the help, but a lot of times, like 90% of the time, I don't want it. I want to be on my own. I want to be independent.
Yes.
If I need help, I'll ask. I'm not afraid of that. I'll ask. So I've said to people, let me do what I do because I know more than you.
Exactly. You know exactly what you need.
I know where my feet need to go. I know which way I need to swivel. I know I'm pretty well versed now. Like I said, we've had 6 generations of this, my family, so I've seen what needs to be done. I do what needs to be done
Right.
before the stigmas approach me. So, I just tell people, please just leave me alone. Let me do what I do.
Right. Now, let me ask you this. Because you are wheelchair bound, do some people think because you are physically disabled, you are also intellectually disabled?
Yes, I do see that a lot, a whole lot. This is issues I see every day, which is not true at all. I've got a bachelor's degree. I'm pretty intelligent. I've been around the block a few times. And
You have a bachelor's degree in what, if you don't mind me asking?
And social science.
Oh, brilliant.
Social science.
Great.
Social science. So, again, I've been around the block a time or two.
Mm-hmm.
People make assumptions, and we all know what assumptions do. And again, I'm the one in the situation. If I don't do what I do, I'm gonna die.
Exactly.
You don't want that to happen.
Right. Gotta keep going. Exactly.
Gotta go.
So let me ask you this. What is the most insensitive comment that someone's ever made to you about you being disabled?
Probably concerning the room I need, like, for example, parking, or the time I need to visit a restroom.
Right.
I may go 22 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes not at all. So you get comments like that. Well, don't you have to go to the bathroom, Steve? Well, I know my body well. I know my body. When I park, why do you need so much room to park? I have to put a ramp on my van. I have to get out my van. I know it well.
Mm-hmm.
I know it well.
Exactly.
And people always tell you all the time, take your time. Just take your time. Do you think I'm going to rush? Do you really think I'm going to rush?
Right.
That's
exactly.
Those are probably the best comments I received.
Right. Now,
again, the other ones I try and get ahead of them before they occur.
Oh, right. Okay. So how do you do that?
Just by going out and driving.
Mm-hmm.
I got my service dog. I got my buddy. I got my music. I got my dobro. I keep very, very, very active. I keep in tune to what the world needs to see from people.
Exactly.
And I try and do those things.
Yes, exactly.
Well, of course, there are things, we can't do.
Right.
And then we ask.
Right. Now, what do you think how people can be more compassionate towards folks who are disabled?
I think they allow us to be us, to be independent, to more or less, if they see something wrong, like when I go into the store, into, I don't know, wherever, a big box store,
mm-hmm.
and I'm going on the aisle. People get out of the way, make a big hole. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not going to hit you. I've said that to people. I'm not going to hit you. I'm pretty good at that, really. Just treat me like somebody else, anybody.
Right.
I'm just in the same world you are. I just have to be in a chair.
Exactly. And I think it's just a lack of understanding and a lack of knowledge.
Exactly. I'm the same thing, I'm just in a chair.
Exactly. It's a different type of normal. That's all it is. It's a different type of normal.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think a lot of people truly understand that.
I don't think I do either.
Yes.
Not at all. Not at all.
I want to thank you so much for your time and for your wisdom and for your experiences and sharing them with us. I know it will be very inspirational for folks who are tuning in. So thank you so much, Steve. I hope to see you soon on the show again.
Absolutely, please. Anytime, anytime.
Okay. All right, great. Thank you so much, Steve. Have a wonderful day, okay?
You have a good day as well.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I am going to leave you with these parting words from Lemony Snicket. Assumptions are dangerous things to make. And like all dangerous things to make, bombs for instance, or strawberry shortcake, if you make even one tiny mistake, you can find yourself in terrible trouble. Making assumptions simply means believing things are a certain way with little or no evidence that shows you are correct. And you can see at once how this can lead to terrible trouble. Tune in next time as we talk about how to motivate yourself. Join the My So-Called Disabled Life Facebook page to join in lively discussions about disability. If you are enjoying this video, then join the family by subscribing to the channel and hit the notification bell. Thank you for tuning in.